Hignett corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, flips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises! It just had to be! Dax corner and it goes, Glad towards goal! And Rovers have taken the lead! And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. This was a bit of an impromptu one. We wouldn't really plan it, did we, Luke? But here we are. We're calling it the Pitches Waterlogged, so the game's been abandoned quiz to cure your boredom without Rover versus Swansea. Just a short, catchy name for you there. Quite a few of you have already joined us. There's a banner rowing along the bottom now. You need to head to kahoot.it and use the pin code that's rowing along the bottom there. It's 865 5119. We've already got a few of you streaming in and quite a few names that we recognise. There are probably around 4 times as many of you watching the stream than have actually joined. This is a play along at home quiz. Luke's here to join me. Luke Kimberley, thanks very much, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I had surgery yesterday, so I've actually recovered quite well. The pain levels are pretty good, so I'm ready for a quiz actually, so it should be fun.
Some people would say we're working you like a slave worker here, making you on, but very nice of you to join us, mate. And we'll be coming to Luke for his answers throughout, but I wouldn't use Luke's answers as gospel as you're playing along because he won't get every single one of them right. How do you think you did last time you were in a Rovers Chat quiz, mate?
Didn't do too bad in the Kahoot ones, to be fair. The last time we were in the Christmas quiz, though, if I was anybody playing along tonight, I certainly wouldn't go with my answers, that's for sure. But then again, I was up against a tough crowd in Rich Shaw, Jacob and Ian. So yeah, it was good fun actually, the Christmas quiz, and hopefully we have a good turnout tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously the Christmas quiz, if you weren't involved, we raised some money for the Salvation Army. It was a really good do, and we collaborated with loads of different people, BRFCS, Lancashire Telegraph, Lancs Live, and former players and loads of stuff. And actually we've got some really interesting stuff on the way. We've just recorded a podcast today with an interesting former player as well, which will be getting all announced soon. So let's just get this up on the screen. So quite a few of you are already joining us. The game pin is there on the screen. It's 865 5119. There are more of you watching along than have joined, so we will give you a little bit longer. You need to head to www.kahoot.it, or you can download the Kahoot app on Apple and Android. Luke, we'll just quickly touch on the news from today. Pitch waterlogged, game off. Where I am currently, it is throwing it down. I don't know about you. What do you think? Do you think right decision in the end?
Yeah, absolutely. You only needed to see pictures of the pitch, and given what it's been like, and especially some of our guys' comments, across the Rovers fans, the pitch has been a big issue in recent games. And I think if we would have risked it today and gone ahead with it, then it could only have been catastrophic, I think, for the pitch. And really, it's safety as well, because you're looking at severe injuries playing on something like that. I mean, you get better conditions up Blacksnape or Pleasanton, really. So the reality is that professional football shouldn't be playing on that today for safety reasons. And yeah, like you say, it's been teaming it down with rain, so it's only going to get worse tonight. And they made the call early, and I think that's the right thing to do with Swansea travelling as well. So those guys can get back home and have a rest, and the Rovers players can then look to Sunday as well. So yeah, right decision, I think.
Yeah, difficult one. I think it's left a few people a bit upset, obviously, and there's been some discussions today about whether that was the right decision and how embarrassing or not embarrassing it should be for us. And I suppose question marks as to say, what about Preston's pitch, and what about Wigan, and what about Bolton and Burnley and the teams around us in similar geographical area? What are their pitches like? And Mowbray himself, the manager, obviously has asked questions this week which we've seen quite a bit of, and we've seen some players with some quite harsh comments on social media about the pitch as well. But I think we all just feel the same way in that we were looking forward to a game. But as Alexander Haben alludes to in the comments there, at least we can't lose. That's true. Just before we do kind of make a start, tonight, obviously, we are sponsored and we will be playing out their advert. We are sponsored by 6yardsout.com and we'll tell you all about the prizes after this short message.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
Okie dokie. So yes, we will have some prizes. We've tried to make this as non-Googleable as possible, as per usual. And if you do use Google from home, then, you know, I mean, you're just spoiling it for everybody else, really. And if you get a perfect score, we're going to know anyway. We've had it before, so we're hoping we won't have it again. But we have tried our best. Luke, you feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Question, should I be on Kahoot as well? Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to log in. And just as Luke's doing it, I'll remind everybody of what they need to do. We will make a start in the next 5 minutes or so. You need to head to www.kahoot.it or IT, and it's 865-5119 is the game pin. Or you can use the app if you've got it on iOS and Android. We've done a few of these. I think this is the 10th one we've done so far. I don't know if that includes our Christmas spectacular or not. But yeah, so as more of you flood in, that's great to see. We will just kind of go over what 6 Yards Out do. I mean, as you've seen the advert, you know, they've got mugs and T-shirts and pillows and all sorts of different things. And basically the winner will receive a voucher of a certain amount, which I haven't yet got a figure on. As you can obviously imagine, this was thrown together at the last minute in place of our pre- and post-match streams. You know what it's like. Obviously, Rovers announced something late on. So let's have a look who's joining us. We've got some interesting names coming through already. Joe Brothwell is sticking out to me. Chris Samba has joined us. Michael Pearson, we usually have you on the streams as well, getting involved. So thanks very much for joining us, mate. Again, if you're using a funny name that's not usually you and you want to let us know in the comments who you actually are, then be sure to do so. And if you do get lucky enough to win the quiz, then you need to DM the Rovers Chat Twitter channel and let us know who you are. We've got Welsh Rover, Barney's mum. I don't know what that's in reference to, but there you go. Byram Oates, Coyle. I'm hoping that that's not Owen Coyle. Chris Hartfield, Shauna, Bertie's Bunch, Ollie James, Should Be 0-4, John Pearson, Rick T87. 123 Rovers. Tony Mowbray, the manager, has joined us. Fair enough. Older bloke. I don't know who you are, but let us know. Okay, and Jared Bramflake, which is definitely in reference to new Everton loanee signing Jared Branthwaite. So yes, I think we're near enough ready to get things started. We'll give it 1 more minute before we get the quiz going. If you don't know how it works, I'll quickly explain it. The questions will come up on the screen here on the quiz itself, and then on your device that you're using to play along with the quiz, you'll have a series of options to choose from for each question. Some of them will require you to pick 1 of 4. Some of them will require true or false. Some will require you to type out an answer or even put some answers in order, etc., etc. Charlotte BRFC in the comments. I'm Barney's mum. I don't know who Barney is, but thanks for joining us. Fair enough. Maybe Barney's in the picture there, but thanks for getting involved. And Chris says it should be Chris Hartfield. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us as well, mate. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope through Twitter as well. We will give it 1 more minute. And just a quick reminder, it's 865-5119 to get started. And if you have been waiting since right at the start, I know that Jared Branflake, for example, has been in here for a good 10 minutes waiting. We do really appreciate it. Ollie James is the Kaminsky will score today guy. If you don't know, on our pre-match streams, we try and do a bit of a scoreline prediction, and Ollie often comes in and says that the goalkeeper will get a goal, which we have quite a bit of fun with. Luke, question for you here from Michael Pearson.
I'd be in trouble, I think, if we're on the Grey Goose with all the codeine and paracetamol I'm on as well. So
I was going to say, we've seen some interesting answers from you. Is there anything you're hoping is going to come up on the quiz, Luke?
Anything I know, really, Joe, be good. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of sort of, don't know, Rovers, maybe 2002 to present day, I think is.
I will say I've only seen some of the questions. Most of the questions have been done by Dan in the void, as per usual. So, as the number has crept up, I think we're going to make a start if we're all ready to go. It's going to lock the Kahoot down any moment now. So if you've not yet joined and you need to, I would do so as quickly as you can. Okay, so we are going to start the quiz. Here we go. Okay, it's lockdown quiz number 10, and off to the races we are. Which of these was not admitted to the club's Hall of Fame in the first round of inductees? We've got Bob Crompton, Jack Walker, Brian Douglas, or Brad Friedel. Got around 60 seconds to answer this, guys. It should be long enough, depending on how rubbish your internet is. Luke, I won't ask for your early answer yet. We'll just let people file in with theirs.
Okay, I can give me thinking away now. So the person that I instantly thought, because I remember them being inducted into the Hall of Fame, that instantly come to my head, I've actually chose them as now the ones that weren't in the first round of inductees. So
right,
I don't know whether I've made an error there, but just the other three names really came out to me. So that was my thinking.
Well, I think we're pretty close to getting all the answers in. And there we go. Surprisingly, yes, the answer is Jack Walker. Jack Walker was not admitted to the club's Hall of Fame in the first round of inductees. Bob Crompton, Brian Douglas and Brad Friedel were. So those of you that went Brad Friedel, unfortunately incorrect. So only 3 of us go right there. So let's have a look. Who has already taken a hold at the top of the leaderboard? Now, 4,000 Holes, who often does well on our quizzes, right up there at the top. And guys, the quicker you answer these questions, the more points you will get towards the quiz. So a pretty difficult one to start with then. Luke, did you get it?
No, see, I went Brad Friedel, and I knew Brad Friedel been inducted in, but the Jack Walker one thrown in there really threw me. So I was thinking Jack Walker must have been in there, but I don't know, we've done him a disservice there, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Yes, a little reference to our Google users. Which car park is situated behind the Blackburn End? Is it car park A, car park D, car park F, or car park H? This one's not Googleable. So if you're thinking about trying to Google, it will take you too long. You've just got to go with your gut on this one. So yeah, Luke, I'm going to ask for your early thoughts on this one. Do you know it or are you guessing?
Yeah, that's what I went with, H. I thought it was.
Yeah, there we go. And 10 of us go right, so a little bit easier than question number 1. And 7 of us go wrong. Let's see. Has 4,000 Holds managed to maintain top spot? Oof, just about, but didn't pick up points. Blues 95 moves up into second spot, and Coyley in third on 820. Up the Blues in fourth, and Luke K.
I've snuck in.
Okay, next question.
It's good to see Diguzzi here, because he can't watch the football.
These players by the most league appearances for Rovers, highest to lowest. Rank these players by the most league appearances for Rovers, highest to lowest. And Luke, I'll remind you, because you've got the question much quicker than everyone else who's delayed on stream, for you to just delay your answer slightly.
Yeah, no, I will do.
So we've got Aaron McQuainer, Gail Givet, Benny McCarthy, and David Bentley. And we're looking for highest to lowest on most league appearances for Rovers, and that's in any league. Let's see. Be interesting to see. I mean, the answers are coming in much slower on this one, which tells me that some people are either struggling or that some people are perhaps using Google. If you are using Google and you can hear me right now, then shame on you. Big shame on you. Hi to you as well. Thanks for getting involved in the comments. Diguzzi. I don't know what that's in reference to, but let me know if I've said that wrong. Andy Curry, no good if you go by train. I think that's in reference to the car parks question. Okay, so Only 8% of us have got this one the right way around. Very difficult when there's 4 to choose from. Let's have a look at what the correct answers were.
Oh,
One moment. And up the Blues moves up into first. Tony Mowbray in second place.
good man, Tom.
And unfortunately, I can't actually find the correct answer, but they have got it right. It should have come up on the screen there. I think just a small technical error. So yes, 4,000 holes, another incorrect answer there. Only 2 of us seem to get that one right. So that has definitely shifted things. On to the next question. Which manager had the best win percentage in charge of Rovers, excluding Caretaker spells? We've got Steve Keane, Brian Kidd, Paul Ince, and Michael Appleton. Straight away, I think this is going to be a difficult one. What's your first thoughts on this, Luke?
Well, they're all terrible. They all didn't have great spells, did they? I particularly remember well, everyone remembers Keane, but I particularly remember how toxic it got with Paul Ince and that Wigan away game. It was awful coming away from there. So, yeah, all of them had pretty difficult ends.
Definitely. Not the fondest of memories with any of them, really.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so Give's 16 league appearances. There you go. Took him ahead of the rest. Only 5 seconds left to answer this one. Anybody trying to Google is probably going to fail miserably. Okay, so the correct answer was Paul Ince, the best win percentage in charge of Rovers. 12 of us have gone wrong with Brian Kidd, 8 go wrong with Steve Keane, and 3 go wrong with Michael Appleton. Let's have a look at how that's affected the leaderboard. Jared Bramflake moves up into third. Chris Hartfield, who is corrected us in the comments, he says it's a lucky guess as well, but he has moved up into the leaderboard with that answer. And apparently I have said that wrong. You'll have to let me know how I'm supposed to say that and what it's in reference to, mate. But thank you very much for being here. Okay,
I don't know if it's perhaps to do with De Guzman because he was on the stream last night on the other side. So I think we've got a Swansea fan there.
Well, there we go. Well, I can understand the Swansea fans being just as bored. I don't really think you'll get much entertainment because this is very Rovers related. This one is worth double points. Type the surname only of one of the 2 players to have ever won over 100 Premier League games as Rovers play. Type the surname only of one of the 2 players to have won over 100 Premier League games as a Rovers player.
I've tried to be sensible with that answer.
I'm thinking about how I would answer this because I don't know the answer. This one's not been written by me. Difficult one. Very difficult. Not far off now, guys. About 15 seconds left. 25 answers in already. This is not an easy one. Surnames only here. Charlotte BRFC says she's misread the question. Unlucky. We've got loads of answers in. And correct answers were Berg and Sherwood. Only 2 of us pick up points. Let's have a little look. Who are the 2 that have managed to pick up points there? And does it affect the leaderboard? It certainly does. Joe Brothwell and Older Bloke move up into second and third, respectively, on 1,718 points and 1,618 points. Up the Blues, still in first with 2,570. Charlotte BRFC says went for league and not Premier League. Alexander Haben had a little guess at Shearer and Hendry, but no.
I went Friedel.
Yeah, and then Daniel Davis typed Sherwood, then changed to Friedel.
Friedel like me, yeah.
Okay, so next question. True or false? Ewood Park is in the top 20 highest capacity stadiums being used in the top 4 tiers this season. True or false? Should be quite a quick one to answer. Ewood Park is in the top 20 highest capacity stadiums being used in the top 4 tiers this season. True or false? Ollie James says he's got 20% right answers so far. Not the greatest percentage, but still plenty of time to win it back round. Thanks to everyone who has joined us so far. If you want to join in, we've left it unlocked, so you can come in mid-game if you want to. The pin and the link to join are rolling along the bottom. Most of you have got your answers in. Luke, what's your answer on this one?
I've gone true with this.
Gone true.
I think it's going to be very tight. I think we'll be there or thereabouts on the cusp, I think. No, but we've always had a pretty decent capacity. But then you've got to think about clubs like Forest as well, and I'm not too sure what the Forest ground is in terms of the capacity and things. So there's some big clubs down there. Yeah,
well, there we go.
It is 14 split.
14 go faults, and 14 of us are correct with faults. Ewood Park is not in the top 20 Haji stadiums being used in the top 40 as this season. Has it affected the leaderboard? It certainly has. Jared Bramflake into third, should be 0-4 in fourth, and Chris Hartfield in fifth. Rovers are in 21st. Molyneux beats it into 20th place. There you go. Yeah, tough one. Really, really tough one. So 21st. So that was not too easy. And when the questions are finished, guys, we'll be popping up those little tidbits of information there as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Question number 7. Other than two guy, type the surname only of one of the four other players to have at least 4 Premier League red cards for Rovers. So other than two guy, type the surname only of one of the 4 other players to have received at least 4 Premier League red cards for Rovers. So there are 4 other players besides two guy that have had 4 Premier League red cards. We're looking for at least one. Well, only one. You can't have more than one. And it's the surname only. Hi to Ryan in the comments, who's usually here with us.
Hello.
Hope you're having a nice, relaxed night away, mate. And I hope that you're enjoying listening in. Nice to have you with us. Chris Hartfield says, I am confident with this answer. Interesting. Luke, are you confident in your answer?
Not overly confident. I think I've gone a bit obscure, so I'm not too sure with this one.
Alexander Haben in the comments says Wilcox. That's his stab. El Scotty Spectator this evening. No worries, mate. Thank you for joining us anyway. And here we go. The correct answers. We've had quite a few.
Oh, yes, I went Lucas Neal. Happy days.
Sherwood or Wilcox. That means that not many of us have got right answers there. Only 8 of us gone right. Ryan, relax. Have you met my kids? Well, actually, Ryan, yes, kind of. And I do know what you mean. Maybe that was a very naive comment on my part that you would be having a relaxed one. But I do hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's have a look. Has that one affected the leaderboard? It certainly has. There should be 0-4 moves up into third. Chris Hartfield into fourth. And up 12 places, Michael Pearson, the highest climber in that round. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Quiz question now. Rovers' last league win versus Swansea saw Yakubu score 4 goals. But who didn't assist one of them? Who didn't assist one of them? Gail Givet, Christopher Samba, Simon Vukovic, and David Dunn. On the last question, guys, on the red card, if you're playing along at home, the answers are on the screen there. Wilcox had 5, Neal with 4, Sherwood with 4, and Short with 4. Two guy himself had 5 also. Quick round there. David Dunn didn't assist one of Yakubu's goals against Swansea. 7 of us went wrong with Samba, 1 wrong with Givet, and 1 wrong with Vukovic, but 6 of us have got it right. Has that affected the leaderboard? And Luke, did you get that right?
Yeah, I just got in there just at the end. I was trying to think, and I thought that Dan might have chucked a cheeky one in there.
Older Bloke has taken 5th spot and up 9 places. Blues 95 is the highest climber in that round. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 9. Which Rovers player tweeted the following in September? Been a very difficult year personally. Been one hell of a test mentally to deal with being injured for such a long time. Got to look forward now, though, and come back stronger from the experience. Time to kick on. And we'll try and make that a little bit bigger on the screen for you here, if you're playing along at home. And the answers you've got to choose from: Elliot Bennett, Joe Grayson, Dan Butterworth, and Bradley Dack. Luke, have you given your answer here?
I have, yeah.
What have you gone for?
I've gone for Bradley Dack on this one. Yeah, not too sure between that and Joe Grayson, to be honest. I think it's one of them two. But yeah, I went with Bradley Dack.
Alexander Haven, playing along at home's also gone with Bradley Dack.
Yeah, he's a bit more busy on social media. That was me thinking.
Brandon Parker's also going along the same thinking line.
See.
But all three of you would be wrong. It was Joe Grayson. 7 also go wrong with Dan Butterworth. 1 person took a stab at Elliot Bennett, not literally. And Joe Grayson is right. 7 of us get that correct. I feel like I think this might be one of the toughest quizzes we've done so far. Every round, the leaderboard's changing. Has it changed this time? Certainly has. 4,000 holes back up into the top 5, taking up that 5th spot. Up the Blues, still leading the way. And Dan with a little comment there. People falling into the trap. Yes.
He's put a few cheeky ones in last couple of questions, Daniel.
Denver Green, mate, you can still join. We've left it open. You'd have to have a pretty good second half to the quiz, but come and join us. Give it a go. Kahoot.it and the game pins there in the bottom right and scrolling along the bottom. You can still make your way into the quiz if you've not yet joined. Luke, did you get that one wrong then?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went Dack over Grayson there.
Oh, dear.
I know. I'm sitting in 10th place now.
10th place. Oh, right. Next question. 10th question as well. Who am I? I won the Premier League with Rovers, but was on the other side in the 2002 Worthington Cup final. Who am I? I won the Premier League with Rovers, but was on the other side in the 2002 Worthington Cup final. Ollie James down to about 14%. Crikey. Yeah, definitely need a much better second 10 as we enter the kind of middle third of the quiz here. I'm happy with the level that we've pitched this one at, though. I think some of them have been a little bit easier than this. So yeah, who am I? I won the Premier League with Rovers, but was on the other side in the 2002 Worthington Cup final. Now, obviously, if you remember who we played in the Worthington Cup final in 2002, this will be a lot easier. Surnames, full names, or first initial and surname will be allowed here. So whichever way you write this, it should be fine. Brandon Parker not got a clue with this one. Alexander Haven is taking a guess at Tim Sherwood.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And Ryan says, quiz and void if no yawning. Cheeky guess at Paul Caddis there. I don't know who put it, but I love that kind of humour. Sherwood is correct, and 19 of us have managed to get that one right. Let's have a look. Has that affected the leaderboard? Has anybody who was up there not managed to get it right? 4,000 holes and Tony Mowbray take 4th and 5th spot. Up the Blues still in 1st. Joe Brothwell in 2nd. And Chris Hartfield in 3rd. Up the Blues is very much leading the way. Thanks very much for your comment there, 4,000 holes. We're trying our best to keep them not too Googleable. And we do hope you're enjoying. We'll have 30 questions tonight, so we're moving into the middle third of the quiz now. And El Scotty, thanks for joining from home. I'm sure you're quite busy because I know that you would be playing if you could. Ollie James, even I got that one. Well, there you go, with a 14% success rate. If Ollie James is getting it, guys, then you've got to be getting it as well. Okay, next question, question number 11. Who is pictured here with the Rover the dog costume head on after the full-time whistle at Doncaster? And I'm going to give you this picture a little bit larger than you've currently got it. Here's the picture now overlaid. Who is wearing the mascot Rover the dog head here during the post-match celebrations after promotion at Doncaster? We're looking for you to type your answer here. Danny Edwards finally got one right. I've hit. Brilliant, mate.
Good man.
Keep playing along. You never know. Might have a decent middle third, and we've always got the final third as well. So yeah, it's obviously a player from that League One season. Luke, do you remember it well, or are you taking a bit of a stab in the dark here?
I remember the game well. I remember the aftermath, but yeah, I'm not too sure on the who's got the head on. I've gone with one of our players that sort of acts the goat, so that's that was me thinking with this one. I've gone with Bradley Dack. And that was the other one that I thought of.
Yeah, unfortunately, the answer was Charlie Mulgrew. 6 of us have gone right with that. So let's have a look. Has that affected the leaderboard? Certainly has. Chris Hartfield takes first place from the Blues. Blues 95 moves into fifth, and up 5 places, Ollie James was the highest climber in that round. Chris was confident. He said, I knew this, woohoo. And he was right to be confident because he does take that top spot. Okay.
Storming it.
Moving on to the next question. Okay. What happens next? You can see what's going on the screen there. What happens next? Play that again for you. So the pitch becomes waterlogged. The ball hits the camera. Dak appears with his shorts around his ankles, and Danny Graham hits the crossbar. What happens next in that clip there? Not what's currently on screen. What first showed with Danny Graham in front of the camera. Ollie James, 2 in a row on a streak. If we're counting 2 in a row as a streak, then I think Rovers will be happier because then they can start claiming we're on a winning streak soon. We can get 2 in a row as a streak. El Scotty, pitch becomes waterlogged. Yeah, so correct answer. DG hits the crossbar. 14 go wrong with Dak appears with his shorts around his ankles. Danny Graham did hit the crossbar there. Let's have a look. Has it affected the leaderboard? 3 in a row. Chris is back in the game apparently, but doesn't make sense to me because he's top of the leaderboard and was before. Joe Brothwell in second, up the Blues in third. Jared Branflake in fourth, and 4,000 holes in fifth place. Moving on to the 13th question now. So we see Danny Graham hit the crossbar, but then what happens next? Danny Graham hits his leg on something off camera. Danny Graham hits the crossbar again. Bradley Dack appears with no shorts on. Tony Mowbray comes in and tells him off. So what happens next after Danny Graham hit the crossbar here?
I've got this wrong. I've remembered.
4.
Oh dear. Alexander Haben's on the Dak attack in the chat. Relentless.
Nearly all of our answers in. About 10 seconds left to get it in. Danny Graham hits his leg on something off camera. Cameron Hannon, this is the toughest quiz yet. I like to think so as well. Brandon Parker went correct there, and Ethan Betts, it just seems like a Dak thing to do.
That's what threw me as well.
Right, 19 of us go wrong. Has it affected the leaderboard? Kind of. Should be no 4, moves up to 5th, and Chris retains that top spot with another correct answer. Puzzle question now. Order these players by their kit number from lowest to highest. We've got Joe Grayson, Dan Butterworth, Dan Pike, and Brad Lyons. For Brad Lyons, we're looking for his Blackburn Rovers kit number, not his kit number at his current loan side, Morecambe. We're looking for his Blackburn Rovers squad number, which he was given after he appeared on the bench this season. So we've got Joe Grayson, Dan Butterworth, Dan Pike, and Brad Lyons. We're looking for lowest to highest. Yeah, it did seem like a Dak thing to do, Ethan, because he did do that. That was what happened next on a different video with Danny Graham doing an interview with Rich Sharp and Andy Bays from Radio Lancashire and Lancashire Telegraph, respectively. So around 10 seconds left on this one. Luke, are you confident in your order?
No, so I'm confident with 2 of them. It's where I put the other 2. So it's Lyons and Grayson that I weren't too confident with, but I'm pretty sure I know Dan Butterworth and Dan Pike.
Difficult one, very difficult one. There's only 12% of us have got that right. I'm not going to bother trying to figure out what 12% of 29 is, but it's not many. It's definitely a minority of us that have managed to get that right. Luke, have you got the correct order on your screen?
I've got the correct order on my screen, but I didn't get the correct answer.
Well, what's the correct order then?
We've got Danny Butterworth, Brad Lyons, Joe Grayson, and Dan Pike.
Yeah, there we go.
So,
What did you go for?
So I put Brad Lyons and Grayson both in front of Danny Butterworth.
Oof.
So I didn't realise they've got later squad numbers, to be honest, in between 32 and 40. So, yes, it's a difficult work, that.
Yeah, so Dan Butterworth is number 32, Brad Lyons is number 34, Joe Grayson number 36, and Dan Pike recently was given the number 40 shirt. Okay, that should have affected the leaderboard, I reckon, but it hasn't. I shouldn't have said anything. Only 12% of us go right, and it doesn't seem to be any of us that were in the top. Denver Green, you're in. Brilliant. Good stuff. If you like Denver and you joined us slightly late, you can still join. The Kahoot code and link is at the bottom. Barry Motes, there's 29 people in the quiz. Yeah, I'm 30th. Okay, maybe there are 30 of us, or maybe Kahoot just doesn't like you, mate. But don't worry about it. We won't finish last. We'll keep climbing. Ollie James, I have stamina and play better in the second half. We'll see. Dan Butterworth changed his number this season, didn't he? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he used to be something like 34. I think when he made his debut against Bolton, he was 34, but he's obviously passed that on now and taken 32. Okay, so let's move on to the next question on the quiz. Question number 15, halfway point. Who's made more appearances this season in all competitions? Lewis Holtby or Sam Gallagher? This is all appearances in all competitions, so substitute or starting slots. Lewis Holtby or Sam Gallagher. Remember, the quicker your answer, the more points you will accrue, and the higher up the leaderboard you can climb. Byram, especially, if you're down near the bottom, the quicker we answer, the more chance you've got. This is 50-50. Sometimes you've just got to take the risk. Luke, what have you gone for?
I've gone Sam Gallagher.
Oh, God. Said it right as the correct answer came up.
I wanted to go Holtby as well, but I just thought with him being injured for a little while, I thought maybe not.
14 go right with Lewis Holtby, 15 go wrong with Sam Gallagher. 50-50 split, basically. 4,000 Holes takes third spot now. Tony Mowbray up into fifth. Up the Blues has a streak of 3 correct answers in a row.
21 to 20 appearances. That is
Who
time.
made more appearances this season in all competitions? Corey Evans or Lewis Travis? This is all competitions and any kind of appearance. Just for the sake of going back to the last one and letting you know the actual numbers on it, Holtby was at 21, Gallagher at 20. Alexander Haben said Holtby and then said Gallagher. So you're definitely not claiming the correct answer there. Brandon Parker said Holtby, but I don't know how far after the fact that was. And if you are not playing along at home, you can still join in, guys, at the bottom. The winner tonight will receive a prize from our sponsors, 6yardsout.com. So keep playing along at home. Got Corey Evans or Lewis Travis here. Luke, what have you gone for?
I think I've got this wrong. Oh, no, I went Corey Evans, so I got it right.
Wow, yeah. Another 14-15 split. I think these questions are definitely splitting the room well, which I definitely like to see. Well done, Dan. I know you're involved in the stream, so you can hear me. Definitely some good questions here. Corey Evans is the right answer. Has it affected the leaderboard? It has Rick T87 up into fourth on 4813. Up 5 places. Blues 95 is the highest climber. Evans has made 7 appearances this season. Travis only 6, although I'm sure at the end of the season Travis will have overtaken Corey. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 17. Which year is this image from? Is it 2008, 2009, 2010, or 2011? Which year is this image taken from? It's appearing slowly on the screen. Ollie James says he's in 11th place. Target is to qualify for the playoffs. Okay, so we've revealed a bit more here now. We can see some of the players that we've got on screen there and perhaps even the team that we're playing against. Maybe the kit gives away what year it is because of the sponsor, maybe. Luke, what have you gone for here?
Gone 2009, but I think I'm a year out.
Difficult one. As we're saying in the comments there, the quicker you answer, the more points you will accrue. Chris says he almost clicked the wrong year. The answer was 2009. 16 of us go right with that one. Luke, you saying you got that right, yeah?
Yeah, I got that right. I did think the Crown Paints were 2009, but then I thought when I was seeing Alleged Youth, I thought, oh, maybe it's 2008. But yeah, happy days.
Absolutely. 10 of us go wrong with 2010, 1 wrong with 2011, and 3 wrong with 2008. Has it affected the leaderboard? It has up the Blues up into 4th now. Chris is well and truly leading the way, not only with an answer streak of 3, but also up to 9,000 points, 3,000 points ahead of second place Joe Brothwell. It's pretty impressive. This was taken, of course, from Rovers' 3-2 victory over Burnley in October 2009.
Good use of the asterisks there, Dan.
Okay. Which of these games from this season did Armstrong not score 2 or more in? Which of these games from this season did Armstrong not score 2 or more in? We've got QPR at home, Coventry City away, Derby County away, and Wycombe Wanderers at home. Which of these games from this season did Adam Armstrong not score 2 or more goals in? Luke, do you know it, or are you guessing?
Yeah, I think I've got this one. Have I got enough answers in yet?
We'll give it a second. We'll see if you got it right once we've revealed the answer. Ollie James into the playoffs. Good to hear, mate. I assume that means you're up into 6th, maybe. Let's see. Some interesting emojis from Chris there. Maybe Chris, our leader, might have got this one wrong. We'll have to wait and see. 10 seconds left, guys, to get your answers in as quick as you can. Luke, what have you gone for?
On Derby County.
And that's the correct answer. 18 of us go with Derby County and get it right.
Bradley Johnson who got the brace there, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. 4-0. Bradley Johnson brace. A Tyree Stolen goal that was probably offside, and Armstrong late on after Wayne Rooney misplaced a header. So 5 of us go wrong with QPR home, 4 wrong with Coventry away, and 1 wrong with Wycombe at home. Okay. Has this affected our leaderboard? No, it hasn't. Up 5 places. Should be 0-4 is the highest climber. However, Chris still maintains a lead, but Joe Brothwell has managed to close that gap a little bit, probably with a slightly quicker answer. So, as we say in the comments there, Derby County saw Johnson ×2 and Dolan, and Armstrong scored twice versus QPR and Coventry and got a hat-trick versus Wycombe. Okay, let's move on to the next question as we approach the final third of the quiz. This is a puzzle question, not a puddle. Order these events of January 2020, earliest to most recent.
2021.
Yes, 2021. Oh, Dan. Come on, Dan. Oh, it's not good enough, Dan. Yes, 2021, should we say. So we're looking for the earliest in the month of January to the most recent in the month of January. Jared Branthwaite signs on loan. Joe Hilton goes on loan to Fleetwood. Luke Brennan returns from AFC Fylde. And Joe Nolan signs a pro deal with Rovers. Joe Nolan, of course, come from Preston, much like Tyree Stolen. They are friends. He's been up at Carlisle with Eric Kinder, and he trialled with the under-23s for a while and played in the Derby game that we won away, where we got 5, and he came on and got a goal. He's a huge Rovers fan, and he signed I think he's at a 2-year deal with the club, which is great stuff. Obviously, Brad Lyons has gone out on loan to Morecambe, so he'll come in and slot in nicely into Billy Barr's under-23s team. Although, Luke, to be fair, there are some fears that 23s football might get suspended.
Yeah, I've heard whispers. Not good.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our correct order. Joe Hilton goes on loan to Fleetwood. Luke Brennan returns from AFC Fylde. Jared Branthwaite signs on loan, and Joe Nolan signs a contract. Again, 12% of us have gone correct.
I got the first 2 the wrong way around there. There's a day in it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. 12th of Jan, Joe Hilton. 13th of Jan, Luke Brennan. 14th of Jan, Jared Branthwaite. 15th, Joe Nolan. Really tough question, that one from Dan. Okay, let's have a look. Has the leaderboard been affected? No, it hasn't. In fact, our top 5 all seem to have got that wrong. Up 6 places there is Tony Mowbray. Obviously bored this evening without a game to play against Swansea, so he thought he'd join us. Thanks for joining us, Tony. Hope you are well and not having to deal with the pitch at Ewood.
Let's hope he does similar in the second half of the season.
I only scored once for Rovers, and that was against Burnley before leaving the club in January 2011. Who am Aye, Luke, do you know it, or are you stabbing in the dark?
I know it, I think.
Oh, that sounded like you had some conviction behind that one. Danny Edwards, I changed the order at the end and would have been right. Unfortunate, mate. Same as Luke. First two the other way round. And Ollie James, I'm in danger of a relegation battle now. Whoops. That sounds like a proper Wigan Athletic yo-yo style approach there. Up and down, although it didn't really end in fairy tale for them with where they are in their current situation. But yeah, okay, 17 answers already in, 20 seconds left, so we're looking for a written answer here. Who am I? I only scored once for Rovers, and that was against Burnley, before leaving the club in January 2011. Surname, full name, or first initial and surname will be allowed. Whichever way you write it should be fine. 3 seconds left here. Not many answers have come in. Quite
Some
a few
Googling going on, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a few different ones in here. Haven't got a clue is one. Pascal Chimbonda is the correct answer.
Oh,
And
is it?
7 of us go right. Luke, did you get it?
No, I went Franco Di Santo.
Oh, frustrating.
Yeah, wounded.
Wounded. Adam Chester, who's that coming into the box? Is it? Question mark. Yeah, Denver's laughing at somebody who's guessed Paul Caddis. We usually get a Paul Caddis guess on most of those. Alexander Haben, I forgot his name, but I did know who it was. I don't know if I believe that. What do you think, Luke?
No, I'm not having it. You're loyal to the streams, Alex, so maybe I'll give it you.
Okay, so only 7 of us. So has that affected the leaderboard at all? Certainly has. Rick T87 moves into 4th. Blues 95 into 5th. Chris is in the lead and he's the first to breach 10,000, pulling away from the rest of the pack. And as we approach this, as we enter this final third of the quiz, Chris is definitely the one to beat. Pyromotes, I'm the Wickham of this, staying bottom, but happy to be here. Lovely stuff. I'm sure you will, scrape your way to a few wins before the end of the season, just like Wickham. Okay, next question, question number 21. Who is Bradley Dack talking about in this tweet? And I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. The tweet reads, Blue Hearts, what a legend. Love you, mate, and it was an absolute pleasure. What a legend. Love you, mate. It was an absolute pleasure. Who is Bradley Dack talking about? Is he talking about Danny Graham, Peter Whittingham, Richie Smallwood, or Dominic Samuel? Quite a few answers piling in.
Sweet.
The quicker you answer now, the most, it's really important that you get quick ones in if you want to climb the leaderboard. If somebody's going to topple Chris, then we've got to be quick. We can't delay. Alexander Haben would have said DeSanto. Rick Trowbridge was a horrendous goal celebration. Danny Edwards, the emoji gives it away. Yeah, Richie Smallwood, correct answer. 9 of us go wrong, Danny Graham. 2 of us go wrong, Peter Whittingham. 2 wrong, Dom Samuel. Rick, no, went for speed and then saw the emoji, unfortunately. Ethan, didn't see the emoji. I've bottled it. And Haben, Graham, surely. Charlotte BRC, next time I need to... Yeah, definitely. Make sure you've got 2 devices for these ones, guys. We've done quite a few of these before, but we will make sure to remind everybody next time. Luke, did you get that one right?
Yeah, with the emoji, with a giveaway on that, actually.
Yeah. Little clue there. Some people picked up on it and some people didn't. Alexander Haben has since picked up on it, but definitely didn't get it right in the moment. Okay, has it affected the leaderboard? Let's have a look. Blues 95 moves up into 4th. Chris seemed to get that right as well, so continues his dominance up at the top. And up 7 places, John Pearson is the highest climber. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Question number 22. Which former Rover said this upon leaving the club? After an amazing 9 years at Blackburn Rovers, it's come time for me to move on and kickstart my career. More importantly, I'd like to thank the club, staff and fans for all the support they have shown me over the years and to make me the goalkeeper and person I am today. Was that Andy Fisher, David Raya, Jake Keane or Simon Eastwood? Those are your 4 options and I'll read it out again for you. After an amazing 9 years at Blackburn Rovers, it's come time for me to move on and kickstart my career. More importantly, I'd like to thank the club, staff and fans for the support they have shown me over the years to make Me, the goalkeeper and person I am today. Luke, have you gone for something?
Yeah, I've got that one, I think. Confident with that answer.
Confident with the answer. Like to see it. Wonder if we'll get some confident answers in the comments. Alexander Haben says David Raya in the comments. The other options are Andy Fisher, Jake Keane, and Simon Eastwood. The correct answer is
Fisher.
Andy Fisher, not David Raya. Joined MK Dons this season, and that was his tweet. So 13 of us go right with that. 9 go wrong with Raya. 2 wrong with Simon Eastwood. That definitely, we did kind of think that would trip a few people up. Things are definitely getting difficult as we enter this stage of the quiz. I wonder if Chris has got it right at the top of our leaderboard. He certainly has. But Michael Pearson moves up into 5th, and 5 players have reached an answer streak of 3. And if you are somebody on a bit of a hot streak, congrats to you. Luke, are you on a hot streak?
I had a wrong answer in the middle. I'm in 6th. I'm 404 points behind Michael Pearson, so I'm on the climb.
Oof. Alexander Haben, I thought it was Fisher. Now, for everybody listening, here is Alexander Haben's original comment where he said David Raya. So I'm definitely not believing you again that time there. So yeah, Andy Fisher gone to MK Dons, and I know he's watched our streams before. So best of luck to him and much love. What is the name of Danny Graham's sports brand? We're looking for you to type an answer here. What is the name of Danny Graham's sports brand? Luke, do you know it, or is this one racking the brain?
Racking the brain, this.
Danny Edwards says, weak competition. Here. How am I 9th now? Ollie James, in trouble, 18th. Hashtag James out. And Ethan, hopefully I've spelt this right. Luke, you any closer to an answer in your head?
Yeah, I don't think I've spelt it right either.
Ooh. This is a tough one. The quiz definitely doesn't get easier as it goes on. Quite a few answers coming in. 15 seconds left. If you're off on a Google adventure, then shame on you. If you're listening to my voice now and you are cheating, then just know that I think really lowly of you.
Difficult with that, with spell check. Keep trying to change it.
Okay, let's have a look. What's the correct answer? We've got a few different ones there, but the correct answer is Fugatti. F-U-G.
Kept trying to change it to fugitive.
Fugitive. Brilliant. Yeah, we're not sponsored in any way by Fugatti, so I won't give you any more details on that. Because, well, yeah, but fair play to him. Good luck with him on that venture. So yeah, 16 of us go right there. Ethan also says that spell check was being a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, it'd been horrible then.
Denver Green, good job. I've bought some of his sportswear. Smiling face. Well, that's always helpful. Let's have a look. Has it affected the leaderboard? It has. Blues 95 into 3rd. Luke, you've climbed into 5th.
Just snuck in there.
Amazing news for you. Do you think you can maintain that playoff spot?
I'm hoping so. I'm very much a bottler, just like Rovers when we get there or thereabouts.
Blame the pitch. Blame the pitch.
Yeah, it's always blame the pitch.
Okay, puzzle question now. Sort these players by age from oldest to youngest. Sam Gallagher, Darragh Lenihan, Amari Bell and Joe Rothwell. Remember, the quicker you answer, the more points you're going to get. So Google is not your friend. Sort these players by age from oldest to youngest. Sam Gallagher, Darragh Lenihan, Amari Bell and Joe Rothwell. We're looking for the oldest first and the youngest last.
See, Amari Bell's older than you think. I saw that the other day. I was quite surprised.
Interesting. A little bit of a clue there from Luke, maybe, that might help you at home. If you trust him, he might be trying to throw you all off.
You don't know.
Are you confident in your answer?
No, I think they're gonna. I think Dan's got us again here. I think they're all going to be really close within a year of each other.
Well, I'm sure he'll let us know. But yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be that way as well. Okay, so the correct order was Darragh Lenihan, Amari Bell, Joe Rothwell, Sam Gallagher. 9% got this one right. And Cameron says he's done it the wrong way around. I assume he means he's gone youngest to oldest instead of oldest to youngest. Luke, have you got it right?
I absolutely put that order, but it says wrong, so maybe I didn't. Maybe I got one the wrong way around. No, I definitely thought I'd put that, but never mind.
Oh dear. Danny Edwards, same, gone youngest to oldest. So yeah, Darragh Lenihan, born March 94. Bell, born May 94. Rothwell, Jan 95. And Gallagher, September 95. Another one who's gone youngest to oldest, but had it otherwise. I did say oldest to youngest. It's in bold there at the top, guys. You've got to pay attention. So yes, okay. We are approaching the end of the quiz now. We've got about 5 questions left. So now is the time to really get yourself on a streak if we want to topple Chris. Michael Pearson reappears again there in 5th, knocking Luke off his perch. 3 players just dropped their answer streak of 4, so that one's really thrown a spanner in the works there. Let's see if you guys can redeem yourselves. We're looking for you to type an answer here. Who scored the final goal in Rovers' 2017-2018 League One campaign? Who scored the final goal in Rovers' 2017-2018 League One campaign? Now, this was a question on today's Brains of Brockall YouTube video. So if you've seen it, you should know the answer. Because the players involved didn't get the answer right, neither of them. Darragh Lenihan got it wrong, and Ryan Nyambe also got it wrong. So if you know the correct answer, then great. Darragh Lenihan did make me laugh because he went for himself, which was the incorrect answer. And he was so confident that he was the player that had got the last goal. It was quite funny when he realised that he wasn't. Okay, so 23 answers in. Luke, what have you gone for?
I've just gone rogue. I just picked a player here. I've just gone Evans.
Evans, okay.
I just went obscurity because I wasn't sure at all.
Interesting. If anything goes wrong from here, yes, you can blame me. I've written these final few questions. The correct answer, of course, bang in the middle of the screen there, was Jack Payne. It was the winner against Oxford. Darragh Lenihan did get a goal in that game. A very weird, fluky goal that was then, of course, kind of marred by all the pitch invasions afterwards and all that. But yeah, Jack Payne didn't do too much whilst he was here, but that was quite an important goal against his former club. Byram, oh my God, I actually got it, I guessed. Brilliant stuff, mate. I hope that's brought you off last spot. I really hope it has. Let's have a look then, because only 14 of us have got that one right. So has it affected anything? 4,000 Holes takes 3rd spot. Rick T87 into 5th. We've got a pretty strong top 5 there now. Chris is pulling away. I think it's only really Joe Brothwell and maybe 4,000 Holes and Blues 9-5 who could try and reach him. But you're going to have to guess quickly and guess right on all of these questions, I think, because Chris is just on it here. Luke, whereabouts are you?
Sitting in 8th at the moment, so yes. I've got a chance. Got a late surge.
Up 4 places, 1, 2, 3. Rovers is the highest climber. Let's move on to question 26. True or false? Corey Evans, Joe Rothwell, and Hayden Carter have all played for Manchester United. True or false? Corey Evans, Joe Rothwell, and Hayden Carter have all played for Manchester United. True or false? Quite a few answers piling in. Luke, have you gone true or false here?
I've gone true. I know the first 2 definitely have. I wasn't sure on Carter. If you'd have chucked Rankin Costello in there, I'd have been more confident, but I weren't sure on Carter.
Yeah. 23 answers in so far, 30 seconds left. If you Google in, you can hear my voice. Shame on you. Yeah, it's false. Unfortunately, 16 go wrong with true. 8 get it right with false. Hayden Carter has played for a Manchester team, but it was Manchester City.
Right.
And Els in the comments is correct there. Carter played for City. Some good knowledge there. Well done. Okay, so that's a difficult one because I think that might... Let's see if Chris has got it right. Oh, he hasn't, but unfortunately, nobody's capitalised. Michael Pearson does take 5th place, and up 4 places, Cameron Hannon is the highest climber. So Chris did have a bit of a slip up there, but unfortunately, nobody did capitalise. Let's see if we can catch him out again before the end. Okay, Chris Taylor, Rudiger Stead, and Craig Conway all scored in the FA Cup against which team in the same game? We're looking for you to type an answer here. Ethan Petts. Luke's nervous laugh as he closes Google.
No, I've just got a... Where is it? Just trying to type an answer and I have no idea.
Yeah, got a few answers piling in. This is a tough one. Any thoughts, Luke? Do you think you know it, or is this going to be hard?
Not a clue. I'm just going to have to stick a guess down here. Get this right, it'll be a miracle.
10 seconds left, guys, for you to get your answers in. And there we go. The correct answer, of course, was Swansea City. 12 of us have managed to get that right. It was in the FA Cup game, same season that we did the 4-1 over Stoke, the Josh King hat-trick. And there was a pink ball in play, I think, this day as well. And the Craig Conway goal was just quite funny. It just went under the goalkeeper's hands, didn't it? I think the Chris Taylor goal was that one where we passed it between every member of the team or something, like 27 passes. A bit like that Derby goal.
I should have got that as well, because I did my prep for the Swansea game ahead of tonight, and then it got called off, so I forgot all my prep. It all went out the window.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. There's a Swansea reference. If you're a Swansea fan, you have watched. It was about you. You were involved. So yeah, Swansea City. Did Chris slip up? Has it affected the leaderboard? No, he didn't. He's gone right. Blues 95 takes third. Michael Pearson into fifth. 4,000 holes in fifth. Joe Brothwell's still in second, and up 5 places, John Pearson is the highest climber. Not many questions left now. We really are right at the tail end of the season here. Okay, which current Blackburn Rovers player was born in Berlin? Remember, guys, the quicker you answer the question, the more points you're going to get, and especially if you're trying to climb later on into those top places. Which current Blackburn Rovers player was born in Berlin? Type in an answer here. The quicker we answer, the more points we will get. Luke, do you think you know it, or is this going to be a difficult one as well?
It's between a couple, because I remember I've been thrown on this before. So that's whether I've gone with the right guy.
Yeah, it is definitely between a few, with a few Germans and German nationals in the Rovers team. So we will find out pretty shortly. Around 15 seconds left. 23 answers in already. If you've not answered, need to do so as quick as we can. Which current Blackburn Rovers player was born in Berlin? Luke, what have you gone for?
I've gone for Williams.
It's gone for Derek Williams. And the correct answer to this question is...
No, it's not.
It's Tom Tribal. 10 of us go right. It wasn't Lewis Holtby. Wasn't Thomas Kaminski. It was Tom Tribal. It wasn't Derek Williams either.
He's born in Germany somewhere, isn't he, Derek Williams?
Yeah.
It's thrown me before that question.
He does have the nationality, yeah. So I can understand that one. But yeah, Tom Tribal is the correct answer there, born in Berlin. So has Chris slipped up? No, he's not. Fair play to you, Chris. You've absolutely bossed this so far. Michael Pearson on a hot streak and into third. That's a podium spot if he can retain it. Joe Brothwell still in second. Blues 95 in fourth. 4,000 holes still in fifth. Only 2 questions left. So here we go. Other than Manchester City, name a club Roque Santa Cruz went on to play for after leaving Rovers. This is a difficult one. Other than Manchester City, name a club Roque Santa Cruz went on to play for after leaving Rovers. There aren't many options. There's only 3 teams to choose from. And we're talking about permanent clubs after leaving Rovers that aren't Manchester City. So don't put Manchester City. We're looking for any clubs that he played for after Rovers permanently, not Manchester City. And if you're Googling and you can hear my voice,
you're a cheat.
You're a cheat. Williams was born in Hamburg. Holtby was born in Erkelenz. If I'm saying that wrong, if there's anybody of German origin who can correct me on that, then fair enough. Luke, how are you feeling? What
confident with this one. I knew 2, because I know the current team that he plays for, because he's on some crazy goal streak, even though he's an old boy. Yeah, the other one's Malaga I went for.
Okay, so correct answers there. Malaga, Olympia, and Cruz Azul. Malaga is a correct answer. That's the one that everyone's gone for, but you could have had any of those 3. And 8 of us have got that right, meaning quite a fair whack of us didn't. Luke, did you get it right then?
Yeah, I went Malaga. I knew Malaga and Olympia. I don't think I'd have got the Cruz Azul one.
Oof, okay. So has it affected the leaderboard? The Rovers report up into 5th. The rest of the leaderboard does stay the same, meaning as we enter the final question, I think we've got a decent idea of who our winner is going to be. Danny Edwards, top 5. How have I pulled that off? Well, you're saying that, but we've got one last question, so you do never know. DG is back. He's got an answer streak of 3 as well. Okay, final question. Luke, are you ready?
Yeah, I can't make it now. I can't make the top 5, I don't think. I'm only on 8,285 points, so I've let the side down there.
Oh.
A big answer to finish.
Just before we do the final question and finish the quiz, the pitch is waterlogged, so the game has been abandoned. Quiz to cure your boredom without Rovers versus Swansea. Just want to say, if you aren't following the page on Twitter, and if you're not subscribed on YouTube, please do. If you've played along and enjoyed yourself, myself and Luke and Dan and everyone involved, we've all given up our time for free to try and entertain you guys. So if you could please try and support the channel. We want to try and reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube because we can start monetizing the content then and actually putting some money back into what we do. And if you do enjoy it in any way, then please try to support us. And again, probably when we have that next international break in March, we might try and do another quiz like this. And if you've enjoyed it, then that's great. And thanks for playing along before we do finish. Luke, thanks for joining me before we do this last question.
It's been a pleasure.
Finish.
Make sure, everyone, make sure you tell all your friends about us because we're a good bunch and we're worth spending an hour or so with every now and again. So
absolutely, and we will be back at the weekend. Obviously, we're on Sky, so we'll be doing a pre-match and a post-match stream. I don't know who's going to be involved yet in terms of panelists, but we'll be covering everything we usually cover, and we'll try and finish in time for the Sky build-up as well, because I'll want to go and watch it, and I know quite a few of you guys will as well. Okay.
You probably need to get to the Sky studio. What is your?
Right. Okay. Final question. Good luck to everybody playing along at home. Let's see who's going to finish in our top 3. Here we go. True or false? Roque's brother, Julio, played in just 3 games for Rovers before joining Olympia. True or false? Roque's brother, Julio, played in just 3 games for Rovers before leaving for Olympia. True or false?
I like it, Ollie.
With the state of our pitch, there'll be a few quizzes before March. Yeah, let us know your ideas as well, guys. Like, obviously, we've done quite a few of these quizzes. If you've got anything else in mind that you think we could get up to, that you would find enjoyable, then let us know. Thanks very much to our friends over at BRFCS. Very enjoyable quiz, chaps. Well done once again. Thank you very much. Ian, I assume that's you. If it's not, then correct me if I'm wrong. But thanks so much for joining us and playing along. Okay, so 15 seconds left. Luke, what have you gone for here?
I've gone false. I don't remember him playing in 3. Certainly not 3 games. I've been struggling to remember him playing 1. I know he was in and around sort of the team when Rocky was here, but I can't remember him playing a great deal.
The answer is false. The correct answer is 0. Didn't play a first-team game for Rovers. Did get involved in, I think, about 11 youth team fixtures before leaving, which really isn't much, is it? 6 went true, 18 went false. Let's have a look at the final standings for today's quiz. Here's the podium. In 3rd place with 14 out of 30, Blues 95. In 2nd place with 16 out of 30, Joe Brothwell. And in 1st place, led the way for most of the quiz. Congratulations to Chris Hartfield. An absolutely outstanding go at it. Michael Pearson and the Rovers Report were our runners-up in 4th and 5th. Guys, let us know in the comments where you came if we haven't seen you in the leaderboard here. Well done to our winner. You need to DM us on Twitter at rovers_chat and let us know who you are. Well, I think we can see on Facebook, but you can get us at Twitter and then we can sort out the prize. Denver Green, considering I joined late, I'll take 11th. Yeah, congrats. That's pretty impressive, actually, for when you joined. 4,000 holes. Thanks, everyone. Nice questions, hard, and good length of quiz. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Hopefully, as we do these more and more, we get them at the right pitch. So thanks for joining us as per. Robert Adams, thanks for the quiz. Managed to hold on to 2nd place. Oh, okay, so you're Joe Brothwell then. Promotion for Joe Brothwell. Awesome. Rick Townbridge. I keep saying your name wrong, mate. Trowbridge or Trowbridge. Tell me how I'm saying it. Cheers, guys. Good fun. Danny Edwards. He got his top 5, so shut it, Joe. All right, fair enough. But it's not quite podium, is it? So, don't be too happy with yourself. By remotes, turned up towards the end. I think Big Sam came in and saved it. 23rd. I mean, by my books, 23rd is still relegation. What do you reckon, Luke?
Yes, it's not a great effort, but at least you turned it on. Come up from 29th out of where is it? 30th out of 29, weren't you, Byron? Yeah. So did all right in the end.
Adam Chester, thanks, lads. Embarrassing performance. We'll get revising before the next one. Michael Pearson throws me out of the last 2. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. We sometimes do have some technical problems, but I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself still. VRCS, Tony Mowbray was frustrated by the questions. Let's have a look. Have we got anything else? Alexander Haben, I did really well, Joe. Oh, I don't know, mate. It sounds like you got quite a few wrong, actually, in the comments. Ollie James, 19th, but said Cruz Azul and it was wrong. Going to the FA to appeal my relegation. Yeah, maybe we'll have to have a playoff with the championship quiz winners. Ethan Betts, 17th. Els bottled it, was 8th going into the last 4 questions, but ended up.
Took 8th place, I'm afraid, Els.
Unlucky. Denver Green, amazing guys. Can't wait for the next one. And Ollie James, cheers, lads. Good quiz. That's a great place to leave. I think it was quite good as well. Thanks very much to Dan, who's got all this together quite at the last minute, and pretty much pulled the whole thing in with the late notice on the postponement. And as he says, if there's anything you'd like to see for us in the coming weeks and months, our messages are open on all platforms, and you can email us at roverschat@gmail.com. Luke, are you happy with 8th?
Yeah, I'll take 8th. It's not too bad, that. I'll be hoping for a podium finish next time we have a quiz, and it seems like everyone's enjoyed it. So it's definitely be something that we're looking at again in the future. So please do get involved, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good time. And as I said, thanks to Dan and Chris. Congratulations on your will. Take care of yourself as well. And to everybody, hope you keep safe. And obviously, this is a very tough time. And we've seen a lot on social media, and Tyree Stowen as well. Yeah. And, about mental health. And I know that obviously a lot of us are stuck indoors and it's really difficult. So as Dan has alluded to before, our DMs as a channel are always open. And obviously, there's a big community of us now on Twitter and Facebook of Rovers fans. So, yeah, feel free to get more involved, because it can get a little bit lonely at the minute with the way things are. Luke, I hope your recovery is going well, mate. Thanks so much for joining us despite your injuries.
I think, it's really good to be a part of it. Every time I say it's a pleasure to be on these streams and these quizzes. So I think it's a really nice take-home message there from Chris Hartfield. I say, everyone, just look after yourself, stay safe, and as a Rovers family, we're all here. So we'll get through this as people and as Rovers fans as well. So like Joe said, our DMs are always open.
Absolutely. So thanks everyone at home, and we will leave you with a message from our sponsors, and we will see you all on Saturday. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.